And lastly, but not least, number 24, Anthony Jordan. Actually, he's from the UP is what I hear. And here, all right, what you want, the Columbus Wizards. Some familiar faces. 6'6", 32, Phil Bledsoe. He just got into the building. He's still got his bag in hand. There he is, the big man, Brandon Wilkins. Brought the house down last week. Oh, they're doing gift bag give-outs. That's awesome. Alante Gorham, number 8. I like it on the intro. They're running that off and giving it to a kid or a fan in the crowd. A cool little gift bag from one of our proud sponsors. And rounding it out, number 3, Jared Smith. And again, like I mentioned, there's a good shot of it. He's got that little gift bag in his hands, hands it off to our little mascot, the Little Wizard. Very cool, as always. That's one thing we do, give back to the community and fan interaction. You don't get that at an NBA game or at a Buckeyes game, you know.
No.
So very cool.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts. I mean, we talk about it a lot when we're here. It's one of my favorite parts about the team. It's just how invested in the community they are and how much they want people from the area to come here and enjoy basketball.
All right, Team Network 0-4. Check it in, like I mentioned, Columbus Wizards 2-1. So, a little lopsided here. The Wizards should take business. That should take care of business is what we're expecting, but you never know what can happen. So, get things underway here. Sorry we're a little bit behind schedule. 7:25 tip-off. The refs a little bit delayed. That's the way things go.
They forgot to come to the lab. It sounds like they went to the den.
Yep. The old cave.
The old cave.
All right, live look here from the Armory.
Well, and both teams have had, like we talked about, a little bit of a break from the Thanksgiving break. Of course, the Wizards' last action against the thorn in the side that is the Indiana Lions. I mean, 3-time regional champs, so.
Yep. All right, about underway. And quick, right out of bounds. Really network ball coming the other way.
Well, like you said, the Wizards are a team that looks like they should be able to impose their will on this Team Network, but it'll have to be, very quickly to see how they can get out of the rust, just like that. Great job of working the basketball down the court by Network.
All right, Jared Smith get things going here for the Wizards. Nice little lob pass back down low.
Good spacing.
Alante Gorham for 3. See if he can get hot started. He does like that right lane. AJ 3 ball up and good. Yeah, we got things going. Smith goes flying by. Nigel Ward just a little bit off the mark. Jay Farrell looking like he got a haircut from last time. Little kick. Turnover the other way. Kevin French.
Oh, great block.
Good recovery by Jay Farrell. Skip past Jared Smith. Drops it for Bledsoe.
Beautiful shot. You talk about a guy that has the full game. We talked about that last time we were here. And, I mean, he's shooting 32% from 3.
Number 32, shoot 30%. Now Kevin French off the board there. Ouch. A.J. Gorham takes some tough contact.
Came in there violently there for that block.
Yeah, he did. And as you can see, good look there from the new digs, the Armory. We like this building. As the Wizards just playing their second home game. One of those so far is Jared Smith moves it around the corner. Brandon Wilkins, tough one, almost behind the board back there.
That's a good shot for him, though. I like that mid-range jumper, be able to pull him out, and then he can do his work on the block later.
Another 3 from Network here. Anthony Jordan. AJ. A good board by Jay Farrell.
Great job there, getting underneath, getting the offensive rebound, and great bounce after the rebound to put it back in.
Second chance points, that's what you want. And Jay Farrell does a good job of that. And yeah, not a lot of Not a lot of contesting there from the Team Network. Because we get Delson Phillips.
Well, and if you're a team that's undermanned, you know, we talked about the network being a little undermanned here. That's one way to get in it. Phil Bledsoe, man. Such a complete player.
Second one of the night. We've got about 9.5 remaining here. Early in the first quarter. Nice
We're gonna have a shot contest now.
Delson Phillips again. Well, the Wizards can hang with them. They don't mind getting into a shootout.
Great ball movement there. That was awesome. Two-man game there between Wilkins and Smith.
A strong hands from Wilkins there. I think Delson even got a hand on it.
Absolutely.
But he was able to muscle that through and take it to him.
Well, Network's not afraid to shoot the ball, are they?
Man, Nigel Ward. First three.
You know, we know the Wizards can shoot. Maybe we're going to start finding out Team Network can. Oh, great look.
Well, the Wizards can shoot, but they like to do things like that, too.
Absolute great job of getting to the elbow and finding the cutting Pharaoh.
Yeah, Jared Smith showing off his vision there.
He's just so quick with the basketball. You can get in front of the defender, and then he's got a wide open lane to choose.
And he makes it look easy as Delson Phillips takes it to the rack. Nice block. Nigel Ward with the cleanup. Brandon.
That was a good aggressive take by Phillips.
All right, Nigel Ward far side there.
Good job there closing out on the shooter.
Steps back.
Wow, nice shot.
Nigel
Again, if you're
hits
the
the second one.
Sorry about that. If you're the Wizards, I mean, you can probably live with that with the shooters that you guys have.
Oh, absolutely.
And when it's coming easy like that. And to your point from the last trip down, looks like they're going to let him bump a little bit down low right now.
I was just saying, we haven't had a call yet. Jared Smith with some good defense. But that, if they start blowing the whistle, they'll just be doing it all night. You gotta.
Yes, you're right.
As Anthony Jordan knocks in a nice little two there from the elbow extended.
It's so important, you know, we talked about the layover, but even as an away team, it's so important to come out and set a good tone when you're on the road. And, man, I tell you what, Network is doing that right now. Great work by Phil underneath there.
And speaking of no whistle, second one of the afternoon. Call from the tall man there, 32. 32 at them.
Yeah, almost 4.5, 5 minutes in now, and that's a first foul we've seen.
That's a new record.
All right.
All right, 7:31. Remaining in the first, knocks down his first free throw. Gets his second.
With Network shooting the way that they are, that was important to hit those two free throws there.
All right, turnover there. Good defense.
Great defense.
A little full court pressure. Or three-quarter court pressure anyway. Getting some up there in the background.
Can't ask for a better start if you're Team Network, and a good solid start if you're the Wizards.
19 all here. Break 7:22 remaining here in the first quarter. Our man Ahmad hustling the sideline. I like it. Good shot there. Getting down in there, seeing what Coach Gowdy there on the left. AJ Gorham, Bledsoe, Wilkins. It's a good shot.
We talked about it in the last telecast that we were here. You know, he had a very short time with the team before the season started. Man, it seems like they've really meshed together well.
Yeah, and a couple of change-ups, too. I know Nick Boland, he's going to stay down with the practice squad, is what the coach said. And, you know, that's fine. Just spend some more time staying there, getting acclimated, you know, grinding away. And that's a good thing about the team having a deep roster. You can do some things like that. But aside from that, yeah, good holidays. And like you mentioned, yeah, lost a tough one. I think lost by 5 points up in Indiana, or over in Indiana.
You know, if you, some of us have yourself included, announced some games for some other teams here in the ABA from Ohio. And if you go back kind of with some of these guys that played with that team, that Indiana Lions team, I don't think they've lost a game to them that hasn't been less than 5 to 7 points.
Right.
I mean, it's always a battle when you go over there. You got a great facility, and you know, when, like I said, when you're 3-time regional champs, you start packing that house in pretty quick.
Yeah, that's just part of, you know, building a culture. I mean,
and obviously that's what the Wizards are trying to do here. You know, you said it at the beginning, back-to-back good crowds that we've had.
right.
And it just makes such a big difference in the atmosphere and the energy for the players, too. And you can show off this beautiful new facility.
Right. Well, you know, kids, you got holidays. It's a great spot for kids. There we go. A little bit inside.
There, you know, little Bret Hitman Hart action. They're giving out bags and everything tonight. So,
all right, good defense on the inside, but couldn't stop Stephen Arnold there.
Network just continues to get, whether it's a 3 or a high percentage shot, they're hitting everything.
And I like it so far. Nice controlled pace as we just get under 7 minutes. Brandon Wilkins on the little step through. I thought he got out of bounds, but they're going to call Arnold with a little bit of a tap there.
And if you're a team like the Wizards that's climbing up this ladder here in the top 25, you're a team that's really has aspirations for big things. This is a good test here early against a team that you are better than to try to take over and reset the tempo. Oh, great job by Jared. Jay was able to flash there just at the last second. Got it blocked. Nice job, Brandon Wilkins. One of the and one there, but didn't get it.
Right. 21 all. Good defense by Jay. Ooh, a little tough on the inside. Got away with it, though.
And that defense is all set up just like that first home game, the communication that's happening right now on the court. Oh, good drop down. I didn't even think that was possible there. Phil Bledsoe got caught in the air and at the last second finds Brandon Wilkins with the wraparound pass. Beautiful.
That's what happens when you box out. I mean, he's just down there getting positioned for the rebound.
Yeah.
As we get a nice look from the corner. Just a little bit off the mark there. Joshin Phelps again. But that's all, you know. Here's a good look at the replay. You'll see going just a nice little dish right around the man.
Felt that double team collapse and dropped it right at the perfect time.
Nice cut to the bucket there from Kevin French. Getting in on the action. And it looks like Team Network's got a few different ways to beat you. They're not afraid to take it inside or outside.
Absolutely, I've been impressed with them early on.
Jay been pretty quiet from him so far. It's been mostly the bigs taking care of it. It's been Wilkins and Bledsoe.
And if you're the Wizards, I think that's a recipe for success. Pound it down low, and that seemed to be what got Gorham and Farrow going in our last home game. Great take. Such a great job, man. He's right there at the elbow, and if you can get that hit past the defender, there's no way that they can recover from that.
Yeah, that's just good basketball from Brandon Wilkins.
Well, you talk about a guy like, you know, like Nick Bolin. These are the things that Nick Bolin gets to learn, is how to be a professional like a Brandon Wilkins, like a Jay Farrow, like a Phil Bledsoe.
All right, Jay Bledsoe from the right wing. High arcing three, just a little short. Boarded by Phelps.
Like seeing him take those shots, but now he's taking a couple. Maybe start working your way back down again.
Good turnover caused by Jay Farrow. Dish to Smith.
Great job there by Jared, deciding to just go all the way by himself. You got to make that decision early if you're a point guard. Now it's a great job of making that decision. And then a steal.
Jared Smith again on the spot.
3D now.
Jay Farrow from the left corner for three.
Huge swing of of points there. They do such a great job on that 3-and-D of being lethal and hitting a 3 for a 4-point play.
There's a good look at the replay. Jared Smith with the no-look drops it down. Wilkins again. Unselfish basketball. You find the man wide open. He had an eternity in that corner to spot up and knock it down.
You don't give an all-star like Jay Farrow that much time to think.
Excellent work from the Columbus Wizards there as it leads into a timeout. 4:33 remaining here in the first quarter. Wizards up 8, 31-23.
What a difference in the two media timeouts, right? I mean, we were talking about Team Network being aggressive, getting good shots, taking threes and making them, and then now this last little bit here, Wizards doing what they do best, getting rebounds, limiting one shot, and moving. And they are so dangerous when they start running. It's when the points start piling up quick, and next thing you know, it goes from 19-19 to being down 8.
And it's been a pretty steady, calm first quarter up until those last minute or two when the Wizards, pick their spots and turn it on.
Well,
we start with the inside game, pound it down low. A.J. Gorham, a couple nice threes from the outside. Bledsoe's knocked down a couple threes, and on the flip side, Team Network has matched those as well. We'll see what we got left here in the remaining 4.5 minutes here in the first quarter.
I think these next couple possessions are going to be important for Team Network. They need to see that ball go back into the basket after coming up short here these last 3 or 4 possessions.
Shot on.
Had inside position there, and Bledsoe luckily was able to grab that. Again, wide open.
A.J. Gorham knew that one was going in before Jay Farrow shot it.
Absolutely.
And knocked it down. All right, we got some new faces on the floor here for Team Network. Phelps is bringing up, but on the far side there, 34, Kalani Gibbs getting his first action, his second missed shot. 25 there, that's Michael Young. 23 is Larry Murray.
Wow. I think just a minute ago you said Jay was being a little bit quiet. What is that, 3 threes in a row and a chance for a 4-point play just like that?
Yep, and that's Larry Murray that got called on it there on the, tried to track him down, getting shot blocked, and just ran under him a little bit, just a little contact. He didn't like the call. He's letting the ref know he didn't like it. Jay Farrow steps to the line, and one, 4-point play. And it's a quick 15-point lead here from the Wizards, and here we go. Larry Murray bringing it up, Jay Farrell on him.
Great defense. We always talk about Jay's offense, but man, what makes him so special is just that right there, the energy that he provides on the defensive end. Just great basketball IQ right there, using the extra defender. I mean, now you're looking at a, 19-4 run now that the Wizards are on.
Yeah, we were all tied at 19s, right? We got a quick substitution. Kevin French checking in. Brandon Stacy checking off. And they just spread the floor. Jay on the back cut. Back door cut, excuse me. Just a little out of his reach.
You could see that developing right in front of us there, man. Oh, just a little bit out of his reach. The defensive intensity is picked up for the Wizards. Just kind of like a big boxing match. We're kind of filling it out, like you were saying there at the beginning. They've felt it out now, and they're starting to throw haymakers.
They kind of like outdoing each other. Jay Farrell just takes it to the rack. Jay got that steal up there. They get the turnover here. Jared Smith cranks it up, tries to poke one away over there.
That's what makes coming to these games so much fun. I mean,
and there he does again.
And that's infectious, man. It sounds like a cliche, but it really is, man. Energy just gets transferred from the next guy when they're like this.
Right at the 3-minute mark. Nice take to the rack by Nigel Ward. Bledsoe elevated, didn't get called for it on the release. Larry Murray off the mark for 3, boarded by Jared Smith. Alley-oop to A.J., just a little short. Just a little off on the timing there. Coming the other way, John Shepard. Right back to Shepard. Dishes it inside.
Good ball movement. They just couldn't finish there.
Yep. And yeah, this is that backup unit. And he might not have got contact on there, but you just got that big swipe from Michael Young on the inside.
Swipe, and then again, if you are getting even with your body here, when you see here, Jay's going to get even with him. Once he's even, he's past him. You can't do anything but try to check him with your body.
Jay Farrell at the line, knocks his first one down.
That was something we saw a little bit. If there was a little bit of a Achilles heel, if you will, at the last game. We struggled a little bit with free throw shooting. It's good to see him going in here in the early going.
Jay Farrell second. And the lead continues to grow.
I tell you what, man, what was looking like a tough start for the Wizards now has turned into a really long quarter for Team Network.
Off the mark there from Anthony Jordan. Good board by Nigel Ward.
He's been active down low, man. He's been working hard down there. And that ain't an easy task, bumping with Brandon Wilkins the entire game. Oh, great hesitation.
Ooh. He'll get called for the travel standing up there.
That was about to be something crazy. That was going to be a spin cycle for sure.
That just slid out on that one. All right, bringing it up to John Shepard.
And that's such a hard move. I mean, it's so easy to travel doing that move that Jay just did. Oh, off the board. Yep.
Oh, bringing the house down. Jared Smith, a nice dish to Jay Farrell.
I mean, he's already got somebody on the t-shirt. Why not add to the repertoire?
Yeah, good little turnaround there from Jordan. Just a little too far boarded. I think that was by Shepard underneath on the far side, staying with the play.
Network is still doing a good job of crashing the boards, and Network is still doing a good job of trying to execute getting ball movement. They just, all of a sudden now, the lid has been on the basket
just
down here.
Cold. Excellent work by our man, Ahmad. Standing strong under there, holding the camera and about getting dunked on to do what he can.
He might be able to get some royalties from that that t-shirt we saw earlier, man. That might be some of his camera work there.
Brandon Wilkins at the free throw line, little jab stack. Fakes this, shoots it, knocks it down, making it look easy. We got $1:15 remaining. We'll see how they close this out. Big swing here the last 5 minutes as the Wizards are really running away with it. John Shepard, a lot of backspin on that, kind of the two-handed flick. Big three from Team Network as Wilkins just takes it to the house.
Great move. He did a good job on that last possession of flashing to the free throw line, and then he realized he had an ISO there, and that time he just realizes he's got the mismatch.
The and one.
Again, that's something you got to really work hard at is when do I go and attack the basket like that in transition, and when do I kind of pull it back? Made the right decision there and gets the three-point play.
Jared Smith, he just likes to play defense.
He
John
really does.
Shepard comes away with it somehow. All right.
Now working with Jay together.
Yep. Little two-man trap action. Good look from the corner. Ward can't get it to go.
It's already hard enough to go and score on this team. Now when they start moving around, putting traps on you, that gets intimidating real quick.
Phil just coming up a little short. He looks kind of tired. From the corner there, 25 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
Well, this whole Wizards unit has been in here this entire first quarter. Oh, lazy pass there. Good job by Jay. And again, when do you attack and when you don't, great job there of pulling it back, giving it back to the point guard Smith.
10 seconds remaining. A.J.
Nice
Gorham
runner.
just little, can't get it to fall. Good board by Bledsoe. 4 seconds left. Knocked out of his hands there. Can't get it. Up ahead, and there's the clock. And at the end of the first quarter, 49-30. We'll be back for the second here on the Yamo Sports Network. welcome back to the Armory. Ryan Dietrich and DJ Minton here, bringing you in for the second quarter, live on the Alamo Sports Network. My man at the helm, Adam Dell, and our man on the camera, Rod, getting it done. All right, 49-30 lead for the Wiz here. As we got a couple of fresh faces getting in, as you mentioned. That starting unit for the Wizards played the entire game. Gonna be a good fresh face we've got here. So on the floor right now, 0 Nick Gooch, Nick Gooch. 33 PJ Wilkes. We got Justin Sumbrun over there, and Thorne Stevens, and someone we've been anxious to see, number 2 Gary Hoover back in the house.
Mr. Double-Double himself.
That's right. We've got a few of those guys on this team.
Yeah, I was going to say now we've got quite a few guys that we can put under that list. And you know, it's 49-30. So you know, the Bruins went on a 30-11 run.
Yep.
So their run alone has as many as the network has right now.
Yeah, it was all 19s with, I don't know, 7 minutes remaining, something like that. You get one to rattle out. And there's just a sign of it right there, just missing your free throws.
There will be no shortage of rebounding between Hoover and Stevens in there now.
PJ Wilkes.
Nice take, PJ.
A little bit of contact, not worth the call, I didn't think, but it's not up to me.
He got a little bit bailed out there. Looked like the ball was starting to slip out a little bit.
At the line, PJ Wilkes.
And this second unit can be dangerous. I mean, he does a good job of inside-outside games with the guys down low. And you know, if Zumbrin can start hitting threes, I mean, that kid can be deadly.
All right, we got 1 out of 2. We're doing okay, and once again, Ryan Dietrich and DJ Minton here as Anthony Jordan lets one rip.
And gets the steal.
Yeah, Nick Gooch, he makes up for it there. Turns it over on the long pass, but he's under the rim.
Oh, great look to Gary Hoover. Great look, and great job by Gary. Filling the middle of the lane right there, running straight to the basket. Beautiful drop off by PJ. And good active hands on the other end by Wilkes. One time, wow, that's deep.
He was way ahead of his offense, so he just let it rip. You got to pull that one back, I think. Kevin French, far side. There's John Shepard.
He is, you know, shooters are so streaky sometimes. And I think for Zumbrin, you even heard Farrow just a minute ago say, you know, he's just got to hit one. He's just got to hit one.
There's the tip by Gooch. The kick ahead.
That was a great job, too. Just the slightest bit of hesitation by PJ so that he could allow Gary to get in front of him and get a good passing lane there.
John Shepard misses his first one. John Shepard at the line. Misses his second. Thorne in there. Almost got the board. He's away out in the corner. Gooch, a good safety man. Gary Hoover, big step-o. Misses the runner, coming the other way.
Have to see if this second group can get just a teeny bit more continuity here.
Yeah, they're really, it's whoever's got the ball down the court first. Nigel Ward steps through, good defense again. No buckets early.
Oh, there you go. That's what you need to do if you're Zumbrin, right there. Get a little confidence. Great take there. Great hesitation. Everyone knows he's a shooter. Gives just enough of the hesitation there to draw the defender.
Yeah, blew by one guy and then met his man at the rim, took it through. Good board by Zumbrin. PJ Wilkes running it up again.
Yes.
Gooch can't put it down. Good steal by Gary Hoover.
We would have never heard the end of that. Oh, 3D here. One time we were 1 for 1. Yes, sir. There we go, Justin Zumbrin. And twice now, huge three-point plays that turned into 4-point plays because of 3 and D.
Yep. Yeah, causing the turnover in the backfield, or in the backcourt, excuse me.
We just talked about it. You know, he just was so aggressive on the drive here. Here's the drive, just the hesitation. Oh, I'm going to shoot. No, I'm not. And that kid builds so much confidence right there. And then the next time down, after the steal, Gary's going to find him on the 3 and D.
Nice little no look, and just gets it away in time. Easy spot for a shooter like Zumbrin.
We were joking about, you know, multiple guys being called a Mr. Double-Double. That goes back to the credit that is putting this team together and the depth that they have on this team. I mean, this is what we would call the quote-unquote second unit, but I'm telling you, they could start for a lot of these ABA teams.
58-33, 9-3 to open the second quarter here.
Well, and that's what it's been all about, right? You know, like you said, it started off 19-19, but since then the Wizards, it's just these little like 10-2 runs, 10-2 runs. Next thing you know, man, they're starting to put up points. And it comes at you quick. It's almost like before you realize it as an opposing team. And when you're on the road, man, you're not going to get energy from the crowd or anything like that to try to help you get back in a game.
John Shepard got Big Hoover in his face. Kicks it over.
This is a good job with Coach Gowdy, having Hoover out there on the top, really making sure that the shooters don't have room. And because of that, there you go, right there.
A rare shot clock violation.
Great effort on defense there by the Wizards. Great communication. And like I said, with that little wrinkle there, having Gary up at the top, really causing trouble.
P.J. Wilkes from 14 feet. Gary Hoover with an easy one-handed rebound. Here we go.
No way. He's going to get another one.
Oh, way off the mark.
He got a little bit too juiced there, I think.
He's just flat-footed. He didn't even jump with that. He kind of shot that like a free throw. Just kind of off on his release there. And yeah, Network has not, you know, 3 shots from the Wizards here in one possession. Network leads to a foul. And kind of keep racking them up. They had 5 there in the first quarter, excuse me.
Well, Stevens and Hoover have been so active down low. That was Thorne down there, getting down there this last time. And, you know, that's important when you're watching at home. You come out here to watch a game. You know, if you're in middle school or high school, you're just loving basketball, trying to learn something. You know, not everybody's going to score 25 points a game. You need a guy who's going to come off the bench like a Thorne Stevens, and it's going to get you 4 to 6 rebounds a game, and maybe 2 or 3 of them are offensive.
Good drive from Nigel Ward there.
Talk about that defense. That was a little bit of a breakdown there.
Yeah, and they haven't got many calls on the offensive end. He was looking for a little bit there. Nate Gooch saw that one a mile away. And there you go.
Again, another 3D. Can we do it again? Oh, again, Stevens very active there. Great job. He knows he's not going to be able to come down with the basketball. Look at this replay here. Wilkes has a great look for the 4-point play, and Stevens knows he can't come down with it, just tips it back over to Hoover.
And that was a foul up from Nigel Ward. That was kind of a frustration foul. He was trying to seal. He was trying to seal him underneath, but, you know, Gary Hoover just too tall. He might have been too far under the hoop. Maybe that's why they didn't call it, but he was looking for that there. Had to just resort to a little slap on the hand, but as we get just under the 8-minute mark. Good shot of the crowd here at the Armory tonight. As I mentioned, we're here just into the second quarter. What a nice crew. And as you can see, folks, the nice facility. There we go. Our mascot doing the little shimmy shake over there.
Yeah, I mean, this facility is awesome, man. And just with the way that the building is set up, the lighting, the acoustics with the crowd in here, man, it makes for just such an awesome atmosphere. And the more you win and the more you put on a show the way these guys are, the more people are going to want to come back. Of course, we'll be here again tomorrow night.
And as you can see, the DJ back there keeping the crowd going. They're having fun in front of him. our man, DJ Big Man. And as you can see, there's a little bit of the workout facility behind him. There's a guy over there on the flying machine, and it kind of makes me want to work out. Like it's just part of the, I don't know.
Yeah.
Somehow it fits the Armory, right? Hoops going on in one place, and I don't know, you got Ohio State Buckeyes training for a bowl game on the other side. All right, Gary Hoover knocks down his first free throw as they continue to pull away. 27-point deficit here.
When having a place like this is so important when it's a kind of a combo place like you're talking about, man. You can get the guys in here, practice basketball, but also if they need to get a little lift in or get a little cardio in, they've got the ability.
All right. Network comes away with the board. And just again, off the mark.
All those shots, they're, again, decent looks that they're getting. They just will not go now. That first quarter, they were shooting so well. Oh, okay, Nick Gooch. Okay, then.
Made that one look easy. He says, you're going to give me the lane, I'm going to take it.
Hey, sometimes people forget what a legend at Beechcroft Nick Gooch was, man. He has to remind him every once in a while, man.
And Nigel Ward just a little off the mark again.
Okay, then. Now it's getting a little bit fun with this unit.
All right, Gooch to Gary Hoover.
Of course, when you got a guy who can jump like Gary, you just throw the ball anywhere near the rim, he's going to go ahead and slam it.
Kevin French letting one rip from deep.
And again, we talked about Thorne with rebounds. Nick's the same way, man. This guy doesn't care if he gets 11 assists and no points.
Well, he's got springs for legs. He can get up, and he's just a natural rebounder.
Oh, in the past, he's had
Nigel Ward off the mark again. Team Network 0 for the last handful.
Can't quite make a bucket, man. They would do anything to see that thing go through now.
And you can tell just a little. There we go. A little turnover. John Shepard coming the other way.
A little bit of air and energy, I think is what you were going to say, is definitely come out. And they need shots like that for sure. Don't get me wrong, but they've got to put together some possessions and get some stops.
As Delshon Phelps knocks down a key three.
And when Gooch starts getting confident with his assists, that's when he's deadly. Nice job, Stevens. Way to get rewarded there by Thorne Stevens.
Good board by Thorne Stevens. I'd like to see a little more than one pass from the Wizards. That's all we're seeing on each offensive spot. It's just one kick and shoot. Nigel Ward. No arc there. Off the rim, and there we go. Nick Gooch with his fourth straight rebound. That should be offensive.
Sly smile there.
Yeah, Nick, and you can see just kind of forearms him. Little check running up the board. Well, get his confidence going.
Sometimes when you get a guy smaller than you, it almost seems like he's a nuisance, and you push him away a little bit too hard.
All right, bringing on a whole new squad.
Great energy there by that unit. Great energy, and Nick Gooch, man, providing all the assists there. Wilkes played great, and like you said, being able to see Zumbrin see some shots go in, and Gary Hoover coming back.
And this will be the alley-oop, Gary Hoover.
Makes it look so easy. Sometimes they ask people, like, if you could have a superpower for a day, dunking would be mine, man. Just be able to dunk for a day. That'd be awesome. Go around the city.
And I don't mean, like, just
we're talking good
Ja Morant.
yeah.
Head at the rim.
We're talking Anthony Edwards type situation here.
There we go. Man, he's fun to watch. This Delshon Phelps, little lob. Ooh, yeah.
Just got up underneath him.
Yep.
Mission plate ESD 633.
Yeah, Jared Smith a little bit under there. Yeah, kind of cut under him a little bit. So we'll take the ball out just in front of the Wizard bench. There we go. Look at the replay. That'll be just Nick taking the lane. Making it look easy.
Well, that was the first semblance of any type of actual, like, half-court offense there by Network when Jordan was able to get underneath there, get to the block. It's been a lot of this right here.
Yep.
And you said it earlier, if you want to get into a Went down hard there.
Uh-oh. I'll hate to see that.
What's up, sir?
Kalani Gibbs down there for the network. He's hobbling a little bit, not too bad. Yeah, our big man's obviously in some pain.
He's been working hard down low. He does not have an easy assignment. When you're taking on Brandon Wilkins down low and Phil Bledsoe, that's tough.
Yeah, and look at the replay there. Yeah, just catching it on the board. He's taking a little breather here, 4:59 mark. Taking injury, timeout. The network gets set to replace the big man. That was 34, Kalani Gibbs. So he's walking on his own power, always a good thing. Not too bad. We'll see who they replace him with. Gonna be Kevin French on the floor, Delshin Phelps still. See Michael Young up on his feet. And Stephen Arnold checking back in. Get a good look from the Wizards. A little replay here. I think this is Gucci Gang. Just steps right by him.
Right by him. And once you get that first move, if nobody's going to come down the lane, just again, great guard decision by one of our guards. Attack the rim when no one's stopping you.
All right, here we go. We had a special guest tonight, the 13th man. We got a celebrity player on the floor, number 7, Seth Gamby. There he is, right there. Inbound to the ball. And he is actually a Columbus policeman. Works for the Columbus Police Department out of Pickerington North High School. So definitely a cool little, part of that community engagement. So nice to
Former
have
Panther, huh?
Yeah. Plenty of athletes coming out of there.
Yeah, I went to Groveport. I know that all too well. The
Yep.
Pickerington team's beating on us. Great take there.
Yeah, nice little backhanded layup from Delshin.
Got to step up there if you're Jay there just to stop the ball.
I mean, yeah, flash a little bit, show body.
Of course.
And they started blowing these whistles.
They did. You know, it was interesting. It was such a close game earlier. They were letting things go. It's getting a little out of hand now. Now it seems like they're calling everything.
All right, Smith on the inbounds.
Too easy.
Yep.
Too easy. Got a ball way too far down low. And once he gets his hip on somebody, he's not going to be able to give up that spot. You're not going to be able to get around him.
Yeah, Phil Bledsoe.
That's why Phil is
two
playing
there.
in the leagues he's played in.
Yep. Delshin Phelps again right in front of us here. Steps by Jay. Good take. Gets his own rebound. Bumped by Gamby.
Phelps has a good first move. He really does, man. He just like a lot of the other players on Team Network, cannot get a shot to fall. Good job of staying in front there. Good defense.
Yeah, gets called on the foul. There is number 23, Larry Murray. And he's just kind of like, man, I'm just pushing it, working the sideline. Little incident of contact. But, 5 fouls on network this quarter, just 2 on the Wiz. As we get under the 4-minute mark, 3:50 to play. 31-point deficit as it's been all Wizards here in the second quarter.
Look out. Too easy.
A nice little layup there by Jay Farrow. That backdoor cut, he loves the baseline. Delshin Phelps for 3. Nice answer there from network.
Of course, that's all set up because Jared Smith does such a good job, and he's so lethal with setting up the offense. I mean, he's just such a threat. Good take by Wilkins. Hard foul.
Checked into the one spot. There's padding on the wall. Hey, all right. As we just have number 34, that was Kalani Gibbs walking in front of the bench. He was the one who went.
Good.
Got injured a little earlier, so it's good to see him moving around. As Brandon Wilkins steps to the line. Knocks his first one down.
And even, like we said, this game, 31-point game. you're not going to see a team stop playing hard, man. Team Network is still out here working hard. And let's be honest, if they could execute just a little bit better on the offensive end and make some of these shots, I don't think it's a 30-point game. It may be more like a 15 to 18-point game. That becomes more manageable.
Yep, smaller chunks. Brandon Wilkins gets them both, though. One of the rare to make both his free throws.
Yeah.
Kevin French attacks.
Again, attacking, doing a great job, getting a high percentage shot, just cannot make it, cannot finish.
Well, and they're not getting a lot of offensive boards, and they're, spread out a little bit, kind of running ahead of your squad or just not crashing.
Yeah, definitely you're right. Not getting those second chance opportunities.
Anthony Jordan just inside, though, knocks down a long two. Seth Gamby running the point.
To your point, you can just see the Wizards just doing such a great job of spacing there, giving Brandon Wilkins a chance to work. We saw the last home game, and they don't have any answer for anybody down low. Nope. And then you think to yourself, well, they don't really have any answer for the shooting either.
Yeah, they can do it a lot of different ways. Good take there on the Network side. That's Kevin French again, trying to will his team to life. And there's, an important 2 minutes. You can cut this down. If Bledsoe misses this one, there we go, Team Network ball.
We've been in some games, we've said it before, that some of these quarters get long, and then the next thing you know, a 31-point lead turns out to be a 12-point lead.
French up the right side, Nigel Ward back on. Delshin can't get that three to fall. Back the other way, 2-on-2. No contact, little contact, they let it go.
That was a good job there by Phil absorbing it, but yeah, I think he thought he was going to get the call there.
Take by Anthony Jordan.
Yeah, that was aggressive.
Good too. Jay Farrell's going to let this one fly.
And that's the issue if you're Team Network. You put together a couple of great plays there on the offensive end, and then you let a guy like Jay Farrell do this. Give it back. Nice job by Phil there.
Another nice
look out, we're getting in the action now.
Another nice layup by Phil Bledsoe. At the rim. Substitution, A.J. Gorham going to check on for here the last minute. Seth Gamby checks out. Got his minutes in.
Gorham's over here like Dolly Parton making wardrobe changes. He had some of the coolest shoes I've ever seen. You mentioned it in the pregame. Now he's got a different pair of shoes on here, huh?
Man, hey. Maybe you loaned them to Seth.
Okay.
Maybe the celebrity player forgot his kicks.
You know what? That could be it.
I doubt it. I would imagine a policeman would come prepared. All right, 50 seconds remaining. Team Network trying to do a little bit. Anthony Jordan going to let it fly.
And now that we mentioned that, it does look like Gorham is a little bit gimpy out here. So maybe it could be something that's going on with a foot issue or something, just trying to get a little more ability there.
You are right. He does look just a little bit off, but Kevin French, a nice drive, and they just can't convert. I mean, we've seen that time and time again this second quarter especially.
Yeah, if you're the Network, it's got to be maddening, but that there can't happen.
Right.
You're working so hard on the offensive end and getting these great looks, but defensively, the Wizards have just been so great. Another 3D opportunity.
Too long. Jay Farrell, nice easy rebound, left-handed tip, and that should do it. Nigel Ward at the buzzer, the full quarter, no good.
Great first half if you're the Wizards, man. You can't ask for a better first half.
And that'll bring
a century.
And that'll bring almost a century, you're right. End of two quarters, 90-53. The Wizard leads the Network. We will be back for the second half here on the AMO Sports Network. What you want. And Jay Farrell does a good job of that. Yeah, not a lot of contesting there from the Team Network. Because we get Delson Phillips.
Well, and if you're a team that's undermanned, you know, we talked about the network being a little undermanned here. That's one way to get in it. Phil.
Muscle that through and take it to him.
Well, network's not afraid to shoot the ball, are they?
Man, Nigel Ward.
Well, network's not afraid to shoot the ball, are they?
Man, Nigel Ward. First three.
You know, oh, good drop down. I didn't even think that was possible.
Jared Smith again on the spot.
3D now.
Jay Farrell from the left corner for three.
Yeah, wide open.
AJ Gorham. Nick Gooch, he makes up for it there. Turns it over on the long pass, but he's under the rim.
Oh, great look to Gary Hoover. Great look.
Ward steps through. Good defense again. No buckets early.
Oh, there you go. That's what you need to do if you're Sunburn, right there.
Put it down.
Good
steal by Gary Hoover.
We would have never heard the end of that. Oh, 3D here. One time we were 1 for 1. Yes, sir. Decent looks that they're getting. They just will not go now. That first quarter, they were shooting so well. Oh, okay, Nick Gooch. Okay. Decent looks that they're getting. They just will not go now. That first quarter, they were shooting so well. Oh, okay, Nick Gooch. And he has to remind him every once in a while, man.
And Nigel Ward just a little off the mark again.
Okay, then. Now it's getting a little bit fun with this unit. And he has to remind him every once in a while, man.
And Nigel Ward just a little off the mark again.
Okay, then. Now it's getting a little bit fun with this unit.
Just a little. There we go. A little turnover. John Shepard coming the other way.
A little bit of air and energy, I think is what you were going to say, is definitely come out. And they need shots like that.
Spread out a little bit. Kind of running ahead of your squad or just not. Take by Anthony Jordan.
Yeah, that was aggressive.
Good, too. Jay Farrell's going to let this one fly.
And that's the issue.
All right, 85-50, 50 seconds remaining. Team Network trying to do a little bit. Anthony Jordan going to let it fly.
And now that we mentioned that, it does look like...
And they just can't convert. I mean, we've seen that time and time again, this second quarter especially.
Yeah, if you're the network, it's got to be maddening, but that
Welcome back to the second half. Basketball fans, Ryan Dietrich and DJ Minton here on the Yamo Sports Network. And Jared Smith might have something in store for us. Just wait and see. But a little shout out to our presenting sponsors there. Archer Energy, Grigger Ford, AGC Automotive, yesterday's newspaper. And Westside Slice, Archer Energy right there, platinum sponsor. More than an energy provider, they help offer favorable terms, green options, carbon offsets, and innovative ways to lower your energy costs. Grigger Ford, a legacy of over 50 years. Their warm and friendly atmosphere sets them apart, creating bonds that last beyond the showroom floor. AGC Automotive up there on the top right. Your silver sponsor for auto glass replacement. Visit agcautomotive.com. And then Uniform Merchandise, yesterday's sponsor. You see those sharp-looking purple and turquoise unis? Check them out on Instagram at yesterdayspaper_. 90-53, 37-point deficit. Team Network is going to try and overcome here.
Yeah, you can't ask for a much better half of your Coach Gowdy after that. Clean up a few things here or there. Stay healthy.
And you can see their coach and manager, Miss Jackson, over there, giving the team the talking to. Giving a little bit of direction and organization. Keeping the squad together. And yeah, she did mention before the game that they had a few of the member 6 were missing just a couple of guys. But 13 of them still made the drive from Detroit down, and we're going to get things started. And there's a good sign that Kalani Gibbs' ankle is feeling good.
Yeah.
Because he's going to knock down the first 3 of the second half. And it is first responders night. So there was a nice little halftime display here. A few of the first responders in the crowd got out and got to shoot some hoops for some prizes. That's the cool thing about coming down to the Armory.
Well, we know the greatest way to hear the game is from us, but being down here is also very awesome. Like you said, some of the halftime stuff, and it's just such a good family atmosphere, man. Like you said, holidays, want to try to get some things to do when it's cold out. A little bit of confusion, I think, here with Team Network.
I mean, you said it's cold out, dude. It's like 50 degrees and beautiful.
Yeah, it's not bad today, right?
December 2nd. Had the dog out at the park this morning. I was just in a short sleeve shirt. And
you can't ask for anything better than that if you live in Columbus.
Jared Smith.
Trying to pull the MJ there.
Trying to get crafty.
Hey, they don't call him the Wizard for nothing.
Yep. And if you didn't hear the ref, so what happened is Jared Smith, he shot his free throw, but then went trying to get the rebound. You got to let the ball hit the rim first. He got into the lane first. That rule applies to the shooter as well. When we get the ball out under bounds, you've got another 11 in there. That's Randy Swider checking in, getting his first action. Kalani Gibbs again from the right wing. And maybe it's switching sides. Maybe the network is going to find a little bit more love from this rim here. Swider finds it to Phelps. Shepard.
My goodness.
With the quick release from the hip.
Something just happened there. I don't know if maybe just hit knees there or something.
I think he just turned on his ankle a little bit. That's Brandon Wilkins checking out there, and you can hear Jer Farrow on the floor saying, get him out. A.J. Gorham just trying to sling one.
Well, and that's what you don't want. You know you got a big lead here. Probably going to win this game pretty comfortably. We already talked about Gorham a little bit, Gimpy. And now you got Wilkins coming out. But now we get to take a look at Drew Keep. We didn't get to see him last time. And I think he's a guy who can really learn a lot from this veteran crowd.
All right, first bucket.
Shot by there, Farrow there.
Network inside, good hands from Gorham. Jay Farrow up ahead, outrunning everybody. Good little left-handed layup. Pass
and a great job of using his body to seal off the defender there by Jay Farrow. Oh, almost a 3D. Hey, that's the other thing. You can catch a star if you come here.
I was going to say, the pros of coming down here is you get to sit courtside. The cons are you get to sit courtside.
Yeah, you might catch a wizard or two.
All right, we're getting a little bit going here coming out of halftime, at least with the game plan. Ryan Swider, the quick left-handed release right in front of Jay. Way short, though. Jared Smith from the volleyball line.
And, you know, we are like this. It's easy to understand, but I think maybe even my man here, 11, might be feeling a little starstruck by Jay.
Well, he's still chirping. That's Ryan Swider off the mark again for Network. Phil Bledsoe just banging around in the corner. Finds its way to Jay Farrow on the left wing. Smooth stroke.
Unselfish, great ball movement. And you're right, man. Just such a beautiful, smooth shot that Jay Farrow has.
Shepard over to Dawson Phelps. Anthony Jordan. It's just been that night for the Network. Good. Meet him halfway, though. Jay Farrow stays with it.
Still working hard, man. Network's played with a lot of pride tonight, despite the show that the Wizards have now begun to put on.
Yeah, 42-point deficit the network faces here, but Phelps gonna 1-2 crossover. Good bucket there from the network. Delshin Phelps, 0-0 right there.
If you're an ABA fan, of course, you've been seeing what Jay does best. Just start scoring in bunches. Wow, nice job there by Jared Smith.
Great look there.
You know, you talked about earlier that they kind of feed off of each other, try to impress each other, try to outdo each other. I'd like to see Jared and Nick in there at the same time trying to have like a little assist off.
That's a beautiful thing to see on a basketball team. Who can be, you know.
Well, I can tell you, anybody
selfish.
who's on the court's going to be happy they're there.
And Jared Smith.
Great hesitation, blow by the defender, allow the other defender to crash, waits for him to get into the air, and then he can make a decision. Do I have the angle on him? Do I just attack the bucket? He didn't there. Sees Phil Bledsoe crashing, drops it off. That's an easy bucket.
When he's got great vision, I mean, he jumps up, you know, he's kind of bobbling it. His network drains along to, that was Stephen Arnold.
And you know, the camera might add a little size, but Jared is not the biggest guy in the world. He plays so much bigger than what he is.
Come on now, DJ. You can see the replay screen. You know it doesn't add any size to him.
Uh-oh, getting it out now.
Steph Shepard off the mark. Great tip pass from Jay. Good block by Stephen Arnold. Bledsoe stays with it. And Kevin French gets called for the foul.
You're right. That was a great job there blocking. A lot of times people are going to come down, hit the wrist there. Stayed on with the ball.
Phil Bledsoe at the line. Big man shooting the free throw well for the Wizards tonight. From the right wing, another just quick, long three. Gets it to fall, Kevin French.
They made that, but you're right, man. I mean, they're just really, really content with just driving straight to the three-point line and taking a shot.
That was a nice little baseline 16-footer. Kind of a tough shot, but Bledsoe knocks it down. Here we go, a little full court pressure, 3D. Jay Farrow just a little heavy. Arnold up ahead, Shepard dodges one man, pulls it back out and lets his teammates catch up with him.
And as far as that jumper with Bledsoe, that's more of probably what the area you want to see him hitting shots in as opposed to maybe taking some of those threes.
Nice little offensive set from Network there, some ball movement, and a good look from Shepard who ends up knocking it down. Still 36, down 36, 6:40 to play. Good step through the middle of the lane, just can't get it to fall. Kevin French pushing it up the right side, kicks it to Shepard. Short, boarded.
Great hustle.
Yeah, great hustle. Delshin Phelps finds Stephen Arnold down low, but way off the mark again. And a little tie up down low. They're doing all the things right. They just can't. It's just having a hard time finding the hoop.
This is a type of team, like you said, if you're down a few guys, you don't have the type of depth that the Wizards are going to provide. And so, therefore, you know, some of these things, some of these missed baskets and stuff, it's all just from being fatigued, a lot of it. And you're right. I mean, they're getting good sets. They're getting good looks. Tip that right to Jay.
Yeah. Fortunate sometimes.
Too easy.
Oh, that was an over in the back.
Oh, yeah, they didn't call it.
Yep.
I mean, again, you're up 38. You're not going to get it all. And then, you know, so and here's the thing. You know, we talk about depth. Phil Bledsoe comes off for Gary Hoover, and it's like, man, okay. So yeah, we got Phil going to the bench. Now, if you're Team Network, you got to deal with Gary Hoover.
Yep. You get better as they keep coming on.
Right. I mean, you talk about offensive rebounds. You know, Phil's averaging over 7 offensive rebounds a game. We've already seen Gary with 2 or 3 today. So the second chance points that they're going to be able to get throughout the season should be huge for them. There's Drew Keefe getting in the action.
Anthony Jordan with a nice bucket that possession before Gary Hoover goes up.
My goodness. He had bad intentions there.
Nice heads-up play by Keith there.
That
Jump
was.
in front. Nigel Ward from the three-point line. Boarded by French, back to Ward. A little bump there underneath, no big deal, but he's going to get it called. Here's a replay. Off the rebound. That's a nice dish, just network. Did a good job there getting the offensive board by Nigel Ward. He's going to go to the line, shoot 2.
Jay did a good job there being a leader. Went right up to Drew, explained to him, hey man, great job initially on defense. Got to move your feet, got to get back in front of him so that you don't get caught in that position there to foul. Good minutes though for Keep so far, man. We haven't seen him yet, and you know, it's good positive minutes.
Yeah, he's doing a great job this evening. As the Wizards got a 38-point lead, about 5 minutes left here in the third.
And you need all hands on deck, just like Network said that they've got some guys out due to sickness. You never know when that's going to hit your team.
Kevin French tries to go by Gary. He's looking for his man. Just a little miscommunication there from Anthony George. Jared Smith off the glass. Gary Hoover can't get it just a hair late.
Gosh, that guy can jump out of the gym.
There we got one to roll in, Anthony Jordan.
He used every bit of that basket. Oh, what a look. That was an unselfish good look by Keith. He could have taken that 3 there. Found Hoover underneath.
Jay Farrow.
Sometimes it's not even about the ending. It's about trying things here, executing, trying to work on some stuff when you're up big or when you're down big.
Kevin French with a good steal. Team Network can't convert, though. Jared Smith just dicing up the full court pressure. My goodness.
He's still going.
And they ran out of energy here. Team Network's going to take a long 3 by Shepard. Got it.
That was a hellacious pace they were setting there.
Yeah, I mean, you can see they're gassed. For Coach Gooch over there, telling the ref what's going on. Full timeout by the Wizards after that big 3. They cut into the lead a little bit, only down 32. This Network has the Wizards just straight ran out of gas there.
Yeah.
And you can see it showing on the replay there, the little bump. Phil Bledsoe just banging around
Again,
in the
this
corner.
is just some of the replays. I mean, you're seeing the ball movement, hitting guys in space. It's not, you know, this is just not something that they're just used to this. This is becoming second nature. When you're up this big and you're finding guys and working the basketball around like that, that means you're used to it. You're used to the spacing. You're used to where everybody is on this court. Look at Jared Smith just going to work. We saw that play earlier. Just great job. And you know, when you start going downhill, when you are in a half-court situation and you are setting up and getting 5-on-4s or 4-on-3s in the half-court, that's unbelievable. Great job by the guards. Of course, as you said, Team Network. If they can just hit some shots, man, they really have executed pretty well. I'm impressed with them. You know, this is the first of a back-to-back for both teams. Obviously going to have a little more energy that first night, but man, they could have really packed this in. This could be a 50-point game right now, and they're not letting it do that. I mean, they're really hanging around there. They're still trying to execute in their half court, still putting an effort in on defense.
Out of the timeout for Team Network, you're going to have Nigel Ward, Kevin French is out there, Delshon Phelps, Michael Yums checking on, and hey, we got Kalani Gibbs back on, looking limber on that ankle, and for the squad in purple, we got Thorne Stevens checking in. Hoover, Farrow, Smith, Gorham.
And Gorham looks like he's moving around a little bit better too. Still a little gimpy, but you know, he's been out there actually been able to move around and stay on that thing. To your point, coming back for Network, I mean, showing a lot of heart tonight.
AJ directing traffic out of this half-court set coming out of the timeout. AJ Gorham bullies his way through.
Looked like he got it off. They're going to call shot clock. I think that was pretty close.
Yep.
We'll get the benefit of the replay here.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah,
it's
and you're
zeros. Good work
Great
from our
call.
man Ahmad.
Man, a great
Yep.
job there by the crew.
Cool.
My goodness. That's why when you work with the best, you look good.
It's a good look. Yeah, Gordon just took it. Another. That's the second one. That's probably the only shot clock violation on the Wizards we'll see for a while. Jay Farrell drops it to Jay Smith. Hang around.
It's just so rewarding and fitting, too. You know, he gives the ball up to everybody all game long. For him to be able to hit a couple shots here and there, it's great for Jared Smith.
Good vision.
Nice look.
Delson Phelps sneaking behind the defense. Great pass from Michael Young.
He just cut right underneath Jay.
The big man on Smith. Jared, 2 in a row.
Jared's starting to feel it.
That's swagger going. Yeah, Anthony McDaniel over there in the house. See, we got guys from other teams in here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Cheering them on.
Hey man, when you start being one of the best, others that are vying for that are going to start coming to watch and figure out what's going on. Of course, Ant's played in the ABA for a long time, man. He's a veteran. Great guy, man. Local guy. He's originally from Walnut Ridge.
I mean, and he's talking to a couple guys on the network bench over here. He knows everybody in the house.
Yeah, he does.
All right, on the inbounds. French to Ward. Phelps. All right, Michael Young set the screen. Good basket roll, good hands by Gorham. Nigel Ward. Good layup.
And again, showing good energy for the network. Great job in the half court there of executing, finding the open man.
And out of the timeout, the
Wow.
Wizards have slowed the pace down a little bit. Nice, easy there, Jared Smith. But just patient with it. He kind of looks and picks his spot, steps in the lane, and just drop past. Gary Hoover makes it look easy.
I mean, the difficulty not only of the pass, but also as Gary to kind of short hop, have to catch that and all in one move take it up. Man, that's a big time play on both guys.
Jay Farrell with Phelps on him. AJ Gorham, good defense by Kevin French to get the steal. Anthony Jordan standing on the line.
French has been doing a good job on the defensive end of being active, getting them into some of these high percentage shots. Unfortunately, I hate to sound like a broken record, they just cannot execute.
Little pump fake, nice fly by Nigel Ward for 3.
I mean, that's just unfair. First of all, great work by Gary there. Finally, they call a foul.
Yeah, third shot.
Yeah, he was a little upset with himself that he didn't make it before. But I was going to say, man, it's already hard enough as you're seeing the replay. Great job of just fighting and battling down low. But, I mean, imagine trying to guard Jared Smith as he begins to move to the left. Now here comes Gary Hoover to pick you.
Gary Hoover at the line knocks his first down, knocks his second down. Long 3, Kevin French getting some. 122-92, 30-point game. Network's chipping at a little bit, 10 seconds. Let's see if Smith is aware. Stevens from the corner. Off the mark. 3 seconds left. Jay at the mark.
Great job knowing where to be, anticipating where that basketball was going to come off of the miss there by Jay Farrow, and then getting the contact, going to the free throw line.
That is the end of the third quarter.
End of the quarter. Jay Farrow's going to shoot free throws.
Team Network 92.
With that kind of weird foul right at the mark. Jay's going to step up and knock down 2. One of these weird situations where you're at the quarter break. All right, Jay Farrow for his second. It's up. And got it. We'll be back
Shooter's
for
roll.
the fourth quarter here on the Amo Sports Network. Welcome back for the fourth and final quarter here from the Armory.
Oh, there it is, 4-point
Dietrich
play.
and
Oh.
DJ Mitten.
Oh, man.
As Jared Smith attempts the 4-point play.
He's hit it before, so I guess he's 1 for 2. Get our first look at Jesse Haynes. Another big shot,
Was that a
man.
3D?
Oh, I thought so. Maybe not, though.
No, it was off
Yeah.
that same possession. All right.
Oh, they
Okay.
gave it to him. They gave it to him.
Okay, all right, there you go.
Gotta be aware, man.
was.
Nice job.
Thorne
Great
Stevens,
ball
Nick Gooch.
movement.
Jesse Haynes getting some floor time. Jay Farrow gets the board in between 2 guys. Good defense from Team Network here. Kevin French.
And that's just Jay Farrow down here on the other, and that's so unselfish, man. He knows where to be because he's a veteran and he's a great basketball player. But he could go back up with it immediately. He doesn't. He tries to push it out with one of the other guys, and you saw the replay, man. Haynes did get him.
Yeah, just little slap on the elbow. Kevin French shooting 2.
French had a good second half so far, man. He's played active on the defensive end, hitting a couple of shots, now got to the free throw line.
That's mine.
That was a good effort from Anthony Jordan getting the board over Thorne Stevens.
Good hustle by Jesse Haynes.
Yep.
He's come in with a lot of energy so far.
Haynes wrapping up with Arnold. They called Arnold on the foul, I think. Or did they just get, no, possession arrow, Wizards, all right. All right, Jay Farrell bring it up. Gooch, Stevens, Haynes, and Smith on the floor.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
I don't know how he got that off.
Right? And then you
Somehow.
said it earlier with his shot. I mean, he's just so smooth. We look, replay, man, just so smooth with it. He hits the floor hard.
Jay Farrell at the line, gonna shoot 2.
That ball just somehow went right, you said, I don't know how, went right through 2 defenders, and then he slid himself through 2 defenders. PJ Wilkes getting ready to check in front of us. This could be a fun little crew here, depending upon who he's going in for. Because if we could get him and Gooch and Jared all in the court at the same time, my goodness.
All right, that's Stephen Arnold checking out right there. 6 fouls on him. He's going to sit down. He didn't like that. All right, Jay Farrell shoots one. Knocks it down. Jared Smith and PJ Wilkes is standing in front of us here at the score table ready to check in if Jay makes it. Haynes boards it right back to Farrow. Off the glass, off the mark. Up ahead to Shepard.
I think Jared was pleading for him to stay one more bucket. He got bailed out by the missed free throw.
Kevin French, quick trigger pull.
Oh, man.
And he banked that in, but he's feeling it. Network hits the century mark. Wizards with only 125. Team Network only down 25. Their smallest lead of the second half.
Yeah, they played like with a lot of pride in this second half. You do got to give them a hell of a lot of credit.
Jay Farrow, just one-man rebound machine.
Yeah, Farrow's had a lot of offensive rebounds.
Yep. All right, Jesse Haynes picking up a quick second foul. But yeah, Jay's in there rebounding amongst 3 dudes. 2 guys still getting it. And good effort by Kevin French again, pulling down the board. All right, Nigel Ward bringing it up for Network.
A lot of athleticism in the guard position right now that we got on the floor. Job by Stevens down low, using that third defender, getting the help from Gooch.
Big shot from John Shepard here, leads down to 22.
This looks a little bit like the Team Network that we saw at the beginning of the game. Hitting shots, being confident, limiting the Wizards to one shot themselves. Good job by Wilkes. Keep working hard by Thorne to keep it alive. Oh, great find, great find. So quick, so quick. I mean, that is Tim Hardaway, Allen Iverson-esque.
John Shepard up here. He's got that low release.
Yeah, he does.
I had a buddy like that shooting a hot shot like that in high school, just a hip draw. Nick Gooch kept his feet to Stevens, back to Gooch. Skip past Haynes. Wilkes for 3.
That was a good look by PJ.
Jay trying to get the board again.
Again, if you're the Wizards, you'll let this turn into a 3-point contest. Get ready. Oh!
Jay Farrow. Nick Gooch with the alley-oop.
Jordan did a good job there. Unlike our guy from the first home game, he just got out of the way.
Here we go.
Boy, I tell you, when they get engaged and they decide they want to score a couple of times in a row,
Yep.
man, he shots all night.
Nigel Ward. Quick response.
You know, you're watching Team Network, they're going to stay in a lot of games and win some games just by their shooting alone. And if they can just finish with some of the execution that they've had, limit the mistakes, they're going to be a tough team later on in the season.
All right, pumping it up a little bit here as we get under the 8-minute mark. The boys in purple are only up 27. As Nigel Ward tries to cut that down, but he finally misses. Jay Farrell can't get that one to Stevens on the baseline.
I think they're trying to get Jay 50. I think that's the 50 burger right there.
There you go, yep. And there you got it, Jay, for 3. Hits the 50-point mark. He says, I'm done.
Done. It's over. What a night, man. What a night. You know what's going to be interesting? We talked about Ant McDaniel down here earlier. He plays with a guy from the Kings that we know real well, Cam Mitchell.
Oh, man.
You want to talk about a battle that's going to be later on in the season, Mitchell and Farrow. That might be the best matchup in the ABA, man. So, I mean, you can get out here when that happens after the first of the year. That'll be something else.
That's one to stay up for. But, yeah, for those keepers, there he is. Number 5, just put a 0 behind it. 50. Jay with a little message for the folks at home.
This guy, listen, if you're a new fan to the ABA, this guy has been the best player in the ABA, in my opinion, in the last 2 seasons. He has everything. He averages 37 points a game already before he came into this game. I mean, he does it all. We've seen defense, we've seen passing, we've seen rebounding, and of course he can score.
Yep, just such an athlete. He's got a quick step. He's got handles. And he facilitates for his teammates too, though. He keeps a lot of possessions alive. Is probably the best attribute. I mean, hanging 50, but it's
and you
second,
just saw
third,
that last
fourth
shot.
possessions.
That last shot that gave him 50. How do you guard that? You're trying to guard the dribble and keep him in front of you, and all in one move, he's able to bring that basketball back from his right hand into his shooting left hand and make such a beautiful, smooth shot.
Well, the boys got him on a shirt already.
Yep. Yeah, and I think they were almost sold out of that, is what I heard at halftime. So, I mean, you might have a couple more after this one.
That's cool. All right, Gary Hoover. Ooh, a little chippy there with Nigel Ward. Ooh, yep.
Well, I was going to say,
all right. A little chippy here.
Yeah, getting a little chippy. Yeah. It happens. They're trying to play hard. I would say probably maybe one of the very last guys on this entire planet that you want to push around is Gary Hoover. He is a strong human being.
And Gary usually keeps his cool.
He does. I mean, cool, calm, and collected. I've never seen a guy be so cool and so good on a basketball court.
Well, he does. And he is. He's the physical man. He's that presence down low, and that's what you need. And it's easy to, when those guys bump and battle all game. I mean,
oh, yeah.
Another thing, Gary's so tall, is that he does get a lot of elbows in a lot of guys' faces, and that's...
And it's that bounce back. We talked about it in games we've done in the past with Gary Hoover involved in them. The way he can go for an offensive rebound, be down on the ground, jump, and then immediately go right back up. That second step, that second jump.
Oh, John Shepard. Just a little off the mark there. 136, 106, 6.5. P.J. Wilkes right there in front. We got John Shepard on the board.
Clock still running. we'll accept it. I don't know if they realize that. Well, they finally stopped it. Oh, that's all right. We'll take that extra 15 or 20 seconds off of there. No offense to Team Network. It's not going to help them.
John Shepard at the line, shooting the second. Got them both. Oh, 3D. We got one more. That's right. Yeah, caused that turnover in the backcourt. He's shooting 2, gets fouled, so he's shooting 3. Still a nice turnout in here. Just misses his third good battle for the board. Gary Hoover up and over everybody.
Well, when you got so much entertainment on the floor from the players, it's hard to want to leave.
Kalani Gibbs, nice effort for the save.
Man. I mean, a lot of guys, after going through what he's been through tonight, nice job getting to see Jesse score there.
Jesse Haynes knocks it down.
They probably would have just stayed out the rest of the game. He came back in the game, and he's been effective. Oh, here we go. Hey!
Nick Gooch with the nice, quick steal. And here's a good look at the replay.
You talk about a second unit that is going to be so dangerous, especially defensively.
Yeah, there we
Gooch
go.
Here. You talked about it earlier. He's got some jump on him, man.
Yeah, there he is.
Out here making all the young people in school better by day and dominating men by night, man. This is awesome.
Yep, Nick Gooch getting up and getting down. All right, there's a little listen in to Coach Gowdy in the huddle, giving the boys a game plan for the final 5:44 with 34-point lead. I thought we might get to 150.
Looks like they're on pace.
So they laid off the last couple of games. They haven't just put the hammer down, so. A good shoot. It's a good shooting
Okay,
percentage.
then Thorne. Okay, then Thorne Stevens. Nice job.
Nice little step through finger roll.
Yeah, shows off a little bit of athleticism there. Good job, Thorne Stevens.
Hey, Jesse.
Jesse Haynes tipped out of bounds. Here's a good look at the replay.
Nick got away with a little bit of a travel maybe there, but whatever. That was a great job there by Thorne. Like to see that, man. Again, that's something that we saw earlier with Justin Zumbrin, right? That builds a little bit of confidence in you.
Gary wide open. Back of the hand, lays it in. Good assist from Nick Gooch.
Jesse better watch out. Gary's not opposed to just dunking on somebody on his own team, too.
All right, John Shepard, a little dance around. He's going to pull it back out, trying to reset it. Kevin French thinks about it. Lets it rip.
I was going to say, he's not going to think about it twice. He's going to definitely shoot it.
Gary saunters up and lets it one rip. Boarded John Shepard. Haynes bites on that one. Kevin French attacks.
Well, the Wizards, you're just trying to get through this next 5 minutes. We talked about a back-to-back. They got another game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock here. And so that's going to be a big bounce back and quick. Not a lot of layoff.
There you go. Good tip in, Gary. All right, we're going to get some more checking in. Bring back on the 13th player, a little celebrity. He's a smart man. He's actually got a mouthpiece in. Nick steps around in the corner. He's got Ward on him. Shot clock gets down to 11. A little push out here. A little bump, get the subs in. PJ Wilkes on the inbound right in front of the table. Good hands from Nigel Ward. Poked away on the out-of-bounds line.
Ward's still playing hard. He's been shooting the heck out of the basketball tonight, too.
PJ Wilkes on the inbounds again. Finds Gamby. All right, Seth Gamby trying to blow by Michael Young. He does a little bit good defense.
Young did a good job of staying in front.
Gamby for three, just a little long.
Trying to get him a shot there, man.
Crunch up the right side, Nigel Ward. Nice little fadeaway there, Anthony Jordan.
A great job of balance there by Jordan to finish that the way he did.
PJ Wilkes for three. Gary Hoover boards it.
Yeah, if Gary Hoover's in the game, he's going to get a rebound.
Ward's still battling.
It's like almost automatic that you're going to get 2 opportunities on the offensive end anytime Gary Hoover's in there. Oh, good look.
We got Andrew Keep back in. Zumbrin, Garden Shepard. Pulls it back out. 3.5 remaining.
Job by Zumbrin staying in front there.
Good board by PJ Wilkes. Good look for Gamby in the corner. Boarded by Michael Young. Shepard slices in the middle.
Oh, good
Blocked
defense.
by Zumbrin there. Wilkes bringing
Drop
it
it
up.
back to him. Oh! Got so excited there. You know exactly what they were trying there. You saw Wilkes saw him from the other side of the court there. He made eye contact. Here's Zumbrin on the other end with the block.
Doing it on both ends. Wizards keeping up with the defense. Seth Gamby trying to knock down that three just off the foot. All right, Team Network just inside 3 minutes.
Good job of getting above the screen there by Zundgren.
Kevin French attacking the glass. He's got to have about 30.
Yeah, French has had a good second half. Of course, when you shoot at the volume he does, you're gonna get some opportunities. Good move by Wilkes. Nice find.
Good find to keep down below.
Yeah. That's something that Keep will get better at, man. Just getting stronger with the basketball, getting more confident when he's in there. These are the minutes that are important for a guy like him.
Yeah, him and Zundgren on the floor, get some action together, getting a chance to work offside each other. Kevin French.
Yeah,
from
man, he ain't
30 feet.
He's not seen a shot tonight he doesn't like.
Hey, somebody's got to do it, and it's going to be him. Ball gets away. Wilkes, Hoover, Gamby for three. Oh, can't get it. Good board by Keep. PJ Wilkes, back to Gamby. Get in there.
Oh, my goodness.
In and out. Nigel Ward from the corner. Ooh, Keep a little bump there.
Do they give it to him?
Knocks Gibbs over. Ball out. Yep. But Gibbs feeling all right. It looks like got Keep on the shove.
Gibbs will need a cold shower after this, man. My God, he's been knocked around by everybody tonight.
That was a big three there.
That was.
Apparently he's just fine. They cut it to 28, minute 30. Towel boy getting some action down there. Needs a mop.
There it is.
There we go. Seth Gamby.
After a few
Getting in on it. All right. There's our Columbus policeman. And just another answer, and here we go. Network just letting it rain. Larry Murray.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier, man. They make enough shots. They're going to be in some games this year.
Nice save by Justin. 45 seconds to play. We're just about out of here. Gary Hoover. Letting it rip as they do hit 150. Zundgren getting in there.
Where'd he come from?
Bowling around with Michael Young a little bit. They're good at that, sneaking down the baseline.
Yeah.
Kind of working their way in one way or another.
Gary takes the shot there at the end of the shot clock, and yeah, there you see Zundgren just slides right down underneath. Draws the foul. You know, we talked about that earlier. He had that drive, and it just seemed like his confidence has been completely different after that.
Justin Zundgren from the free throw line. Just off the mark again, 1 for 2. I like to see Keep down there.
Yeah, Keep played hard in his minutes tonight, man. Good for him.
Ryan Slider off the mark again.
Almost was surprised to see. Ooh, man, that was a
Gamby.
big collision.
Good charge by Michael Young. Gamby just bulldozed him.
Yeah, I don't know that he even saw him, to be honest with you.
I don't want to just look right. Looks up in the last second into him. I have 15 seconds to play for 4. Nick French, I thought he might get that one.
I was going to say the last time down, I was surprised to see him pass it. The guy missed the shot, so you knew he wasn't going to pass it again this time.
10 seconds left.
One time, Keep.
Not even close.
Just tired.
Kevin French is going to try it, though. Nothing doing.
Columbus Wizards 151.
They look look exhausted. But the Columbus Wizards do it in their fourth game. 151 to 122. Your Columbus Wizards defeat Team Network from Detroit. Wizards improved to 3-1 as Network drops to 0-5 on the season. And like you mentioned, we're going to be here tomorrow, folks. So join us again. Come on down to the Armory. Catch us online. But tonight, I highlighted that, Jay Farrow dropping a 50 burger.
Yeah.
1/3 of the squad's points tonight. Not too bad.
Not too bad at all. And like you said, now you're stacking up wins. Tomorrow night's a big night at home again against a team that you should be better than. On paper, you're going to be able to beat, and that's something that's going to be important. Putting back wins together, just stacking up wins as you start to climb to try to fight that Lions team, man.
Yep. That's a good start. 3-1. We'll keep going. Brandon Wilkins a little limpy over there. It looks like on the exit, but there's the man dancing. That says it all. It's a good sign from the Armory here. As again, the Columbus Wizards take care of business. 151 to 122, and that's going to do it. For Ryan Dietrich and DJ Minton, proudly brought to you on the Yamo Sports Network. Good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.